Hello, everybody on YouTube. I want to say a big hello to everybody out there, and everybody that's on the live, everybody out there in the great state of New York and New York State. Hello to everyone. Today we're going to be cooking some nice Italian style food. We're going to be making the sausage for today. I got in the frying pan, a little bit of a head start. We got some nice Italian sausage. Not spicy, the one that's mild. So we're going to be cooking that tonight for dinner. Also, we got some nice fire roasted corn blend. So I'm going to be mixing some of this in the sausage for tonight, something a little different. So here you go. And also for the pasta, well actually the linguine for tonight, something new. I never cooked it before, first time on the channel. We're going to be cooking this right here. The linguine. Very fresh. Maybe you can't see it. Let me just move that a little bit. There we go. So, how's everybody doing out there on YouTube? I'd like to say thank you for everyone who has subscribed and who liked all the videos. Again, thank you for watching the YouTube channel. Also, let me know in the comments, what are you cooking for tonight? Let me know, because tonight, like I said, I'm making some Italian sausage, some fire roasted corn, and a linguine. Let me know in the comments, what are you guys out there cooking? Let me know. I'll wait for it to get a little busy on the live tonight. Well, actually this afternoon. So who's out there today? Anybody out there? Got some nice sausage. So let me know in the comments, who on YouTube started, well actually who started a YouTube channel in the last 30 to 60 days? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. Who has started a YouTube channel recently in the comments? Let me know. And if you have, what have you decided to do with your YouTube channel? So we're going to be putting some nice fire roasted corn with the sausage. Something a little different for tonight. And also, we got some nice Italian seasoning. You can't forget about that. Gives a little kick to the food, of course. So let me ask you guys out there on YouTube, who has seen the comments from New York State, Swamp Creature Governor Kathy Hochul, New York State? Who has seen her comments about the children in the Bronx? Let me know in the comments. Who has seen the comment that she made recently about the children of the Bronx that do not even know what a computer is? Let me know in the comments. Who in New York State has seen her comments? And I have another question for you, for the great people of New York State and New York City. Who is voting for the swamp creature Governor Kathy Hochul of New York State? Because I can honestly say I will never vote for a governor like that or for mayors like that. Let me tell you something. When a governor insults children or insults the people of New York State or talks down to people, it's a disgrace. Let me tell you something. A true governor walks in the subway system. A true governor walks among the homeless of New York City. And let me tell you something. A true governor does not think that they're better than other people. So in New York State and New York City, it needs a lot of work here in New York. Because when was the last time you ever seen a politician walk into the subway system other than when they're on TV? So let me know in the comments. Are you tired of Governor Kathy Hochul? Also, are you tired of Eric Swagger Man with no plan Adams, the mayor of New York City? Because from where I'm sitting, the mayor of New York City cares more about his tailor-made suits than the people of New York City. So I am speaking directly to the great people of New York State and New York City, because it's one of the same. Let me tell you something. People like Curtis Sliwa of the Guardian Angels, people like Tina Forte from the Bronx that's running for Congresswoman. Also, Scott Lebedo from Staten Island, New York. Again, I say it, from Staten Island, New York, separate from Brooklyn. These individuals, they do great work for the city of New York. It's a shame that they don't do what they're supposed to do, the city of New York, which is the mayor, the council members. Let me tell you something. If we had Curtis Sliwa as the mayor of New York City, Tina Forte as the new congresswoman from the Bronx, and also if we had Mr. DeAngelis for governor as the governor of New York State, New York State would turn around in 6 months to 1 year. But the immediate effect, it would be in 3 to 6 months. New York State, you have to stop voting Democrat. Because let me tell you something. The Democrat Party do nothing for the citizen. It does only for themselves. So let me know in the comments, who is not voting for Governor Swamp Creature, the creepy doll in the attic, Hochul? Let me know, because let me tell you something. When you see her on TV, she's a little scary. She's the creepy doll in the attic because she looks like a ventriloquist. Did you ever see the doll, the people that control the doll with their hand? That is one creepy looking lady. Let me tell you something. New York State and New York City has dealt with horrible, horrible Democrats. I'll go back as far as Mayor Bloomberg of New York City. Also, former Mayor de Blasio, he was one of the worst mayors in New York City history. De Blasio, Mike Bloomberg, the little midget, the current mayor, the other mayor that was before him. Let me tell you something. New York City needs a resurrection because New York City, the great people of New York City deserve better. Why is the government doing this to its people? I'll tell you why. Because when you have strong individuals, like-minded individuals, so like President Donald J. Trump, you know, Mr. T that everybody calls him, he is like everyone in New York State and New York City. They like to think for themselves. They like to not listen to what the government tells you what to do. So let me tell you something. President Donald J. Trump will win November 5th, 2024. And I'll tell you 3 reasons why President Donald J. Trump will win. Number 1, he's self-made. Number 2, he made New York State and New York City great again. Back in 2015 going into 16. Let me tell you something. And also number 3, the gas. You can't forget about the gas. When President Donald J. Trump first took office, the gas went down as low as $1.87. What is the problem? Why can't New York State and New York City and the people of the state and the city vote for President Donald J. Trump? Besides that, he comes from New York State, so let me know in the comments who is going to stop voting for the Democrat Liberal Party, because let me tell you something. New York State will never surrender. New York State will never give in. And also, New York State will never, never back down. Because let me tell you something. As long as there's air in my lungs and I can move, let me tell you something. I will fight, also like President Donald J. Trump, for the great people of New York State and New York City. So, let me know who is going to fix New York State, New York City. If I, Mr. DeAngelis, win the election in 2026, who else is going to run for senator, congressman, assemblyman, city council? Let me know who is going to get involved in the great state of New York State, New York City. Who has got the cojones to run for office? Because let me tell you something. If you don't run for office, I'm speaking to the citizens of New York State, then these people, when I say these people, I mean the politicians, the suits, they will never, never leave office. And I believe in term limits, so let me tell you something. When I get in my first day in office in the year 2026 going to 27, I will sign an executive order that puts term limits for the governor, for senators, for Congress, for every single elective office in New York State. Because without term limits, we get stuck with the Cuomo brothers. We get stuck actually with the father, then the son, and next the brother might run for office. So let me tell you something. We cannot have another Cuomo in office. We cannot have the creepy doll in the attic in the office much longer, because she's got to go. Governor Kathy Hochul was never truly elected as governor because Lee Zeldin did not do his job. I repeat. Lee Zeldin of Long Island, New York, did not do his job. Lee Zeldin was supposed to fight for the great people of New York State and New York City. He never campaigned where it counted. He never campaigned in the city. He never campaigned in the projects of New York City. Tell me one politician that has went into the gutter, into the belly of the beast, the worst neighborhoods in New York State. And when you get that person will win. Let me tell you something. The governor, will never meet with other citizens of New York State. Only the people that fill her pockets. So let me tell you something. The day will come when New York State becomes not just free, it will become also a Second Amendment state, because on that day, on election day, your vote is very powerful. Even though people say that your vote doesn't count, if enough people get out and vote, not just on election day, you have to do early voting. You have to do everything like the Democrats are doing, because you have to beat them at their own game. If you don't fight fire with fire in the great state of New York, you'll never have a Republican as the governor. So let me tell you, here's a message to the Democratic Party of New York State. To all the senators, the congressmen, all the other elected officials, hold on, because your time is up. You will be voted out on each election cycle. I promise, as the future governor of New York State, we, the people, destroy the old ways of the Democrat Party. I send this message to the young Republican individuals of New York State. You have to get out there. You have to vote like your life depends on it. Because let me tell you something. The plans that these people have, the Democrat Party, are not your plans. They're not the citizen of New York State. Because their plan is to replace the gas car with all electric cars or Teslas or other brands of electric cars. I promise you, you cannot go that far on a single charge with an electric car. So let me tell you something. On day one in office, we are going to have the greatest time signing executive orders. The way President Obama did it when he first got into office, we are going to get a pen. We are going to sign away all the Democrat damage. So on my first day in office, we are going to spend the whole day, which is we the people, signing executive order after executive order, and within 1 week's time, New York State will start to change. I promise, as a rookie, new politician slash non-politician, I will change, along with the great people of New York State and New York City. We will change New York the way it should be, not the way these people in government want it to be. It will be for the people, by the people, and by all the people. So don't forget. Don't forget that the legal immigrant built New York City. So remember something. On election day, if you care about legal immigration, if you care about low taxes, low gas, you have to get out there and vote. So let me tell you something. Without freedom of speech, we have nothing here in New York State. No speech, no Second Amendment. No Second Amendment, no security. So let me tell you something. To the great people of New York State and New York City, I hope everybody comes out on election day and you life, because you know what? It counts. You have to vote. So let me know in the comments who is going to get involved in the elections, in the political processes. Let me know who's got the backbone to do it, besides I, Mr. DeAngelis, and other individuals in New York State. Let me know in the comments. I'll hold on. Okay, so I guess nobody's gonna comment, but that's okay. We could continue the conversation. Also, on my first day in office, we, the people, together, we will solve the New York City homeless problem once and for all. A governor has to finish that problem. Why? We cannot have our cities looking like a dump. And it's not the individual's fault of New York City. We cannot blame the homeless people. We have to blame the politicians. We have to blame AOC, the little troublemaker. Also, we have to blame the current governor of New York State, because let me tell you something. The first responsibility as the governor of New York or any other governor of any state is to protect their people in New York State or other states. So remember, if a governor does not do their job in any other state, you have to vote them out. So here in New York State and New York City, we are going to start voting out these swamp creatures, like President Donald J. Trump says. Right here in New York, we have plenty of creatures. We have the swamp, we got the troublemakers, groups that are very, very detrimental to New York City and New York State as a whole. So, right here in New York State and New York City, we have to vote all of them out. We have to clean up New York City. We have to rebuild New York State, one piece at a time, one day at a time. But I promise, very soon, you will see Governor slash Swamp Creature Hochul versus Mr. DeAngelis for governor in a debate very soon. So when I debate Governor Kathy Hochul, she cannot explain away all the problems that she and the Cuomo administration has created. Because who are they to destroy New York State and New York City? All they care about is being on TV, their book deals, like Governor Cuomo. He got a book deal for $5 million during the pandemic. So let me tell you something. When I become governor in the year 2026, if we, God forbid, have another pandemic or another issue or another disaster, and President Donald J. Trump is in office, I will work with President Donald J. Trump to help New York State and New York City. Unlike the former governor, Andrew Cuomo, he turned away the help from New York, for the help for the people of New York State from President Donald J. Trump. He turned away the ship that he sent, and also the Javits Center of New York City. He didn't even put one person in that building. It's a shame. But I promise, as governor, we will rewrite all the wrongs of the swamp Democrat Party. So remember, New York State and New York City, you have to hold on, because you know what? We are going to fix New York City and New York State. So like I said, besides that, tonight or this afternoon, we're cooking some nice food, just like this. And also we got some nice linguine. We're going to be putting it inside the pot. So let's put it in. There we go. Some nice linguine. There we go. Very nice. Nice and fresh. The good stuff. So let me know in the comments who is from New York City and what city or county. Where are you from in New York State? Doesn't have to be, it could be a city. Let me know in the comments who is from the boroughs of New York City. Who's out there today from New York City? Who's out there? Who's watching? Let me know. Because let me tell you something. I've been doing a lot of watching what's going on in New York City. And that's my home, just like the other people from New York City. And I'm not happy about New York City looking like such a dump. Because when I was a kid, you could eat off the floor in New York City. That's how clean it was. So remember, as a citizen, private citizen, next as the governor, either which way, as a private citizen or as the governor, I will help the great people of New York City and New York State. You just gotta stay tuned, because we got big plans here on this channel. So remember, just keep coming back and watch the lives, watch the shorts, watch the videos, because on this channel, we are going to show the truth of what's going on in New York City and New York State. Very soon, we're going to get out there, we're going to talk to the people, we're going to find out what the heck is going wrong in New York City, because it's starting to look like a circus out there. Let me know in the comments, who feels safe in New York City to walk around? Let me know in the comments who is scared to walk around in New York City, the concrete jungle. Let me know. Who's out there? Let me know who's in the comments. Anybody out there? Nobody wants to talk. That's okay. But let me know in the comments who wants a change in New York City and New York State. Let me know. So there's the Italian sausage with the corn. There's some little bit of salt in the pasta. Oh, excuse me, in the linguine. There it is. Alright. Let's start turning these sausages. They're pretty much done here. I just don't want to burn them too bad. Look like they're done. Alright. Like I said, here's some nice Italian sausage for tonight. Put that on the side for right now. Put that on the side. Alright. Put the pasta. There we go. It's a nice linguine for tonight. I'll be back momentarily. I gotta strain the linguine. Let's put some olive oil. Not too much, just a little bit. So let's start plating the dinner. Some nice linguine, very fresh. Let me know in the comments, who likes this linguine? Let me know. So let's plate this. It's looking pretty good. Some nice sausage. Alright. Make it look nice. Alright. Now that's a nice meal. That's not bad. Alright. There we go. Can't forget about the corn. So like I said, here's the dinner for tonight. Alright. I bring you Italian sausage with the fire grilled corn and the linguine. And we cannot forget about the Italian Parmesan cheese. Without that, it's no good. So let's get some Parmesan cheese on this. Like I said, here's the nice 9 months aged Parmigiano cheese. The Pecorino Romano cheese. Very fresh. Let's get that on there. Some nice cheese. Very fresh. Just put a little bit. Alright. Alright, I hope everybody likes it. Let me know in the comments who likes this nice Italian style dinner for tonight. Also, I like to say a big hello to all the registered Republicans, also the true patriots of New York State and New York City. Let me know in the comments who is going to be gathering this year. Who is going to be mobilizing? I like to know in New York State, New York City. Are we going to sit on our hands, or are we going to get out there and vote for our lives? So again, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Also to all the new subscribers, hello. I like to say a big hello. And all to the future subscribers, also a big hello. So don't forget, you got to get out there. You got to mobilize. Also for this YouTube channel, it would be a big help if you smash the like button, smash the subscriber button, and until the next video or live, I like to say we are going to make New York State great again. So also, God bless America and have a great night. Until the next live, let's take back New York State and New York City. God bless President Donald J. Trump. Have a great night, everybody. And don't forget, MAGA forever. And it's MAGA versus the swamp. Remember that on Election Day. Gotta go. Have a great night. Take care.